What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, and I got some real deep nonsense to try to make sense out of. And I'm talking that nonsense is up to my chin. I'm shoveling nonsense. I mean, this the type of nonsense that, you could pretty much just stack up and use as cow manure. And that's how nonsensical it is. The projection that came out of people from the Democratic Party that I watched last night on the Laura Ingraham show, hosted by my man Jesse, was unbelievable. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, is it opposite day? The projection was so rich. Let me get into it. See, first of all, Jesse started talking about how, the Democrats claim everything's a crisis, except for the stuff that really is a crisis. So they're always on the other side of truth. They make up stuff that really isn't a problem and say it's a problem. And then when they see a real problem, they say that's not a problem. Example would be, perhaps the migrants that were walking in the caravan and they swore up and down, I don't see what you're talking about. I see nothing. Then the fact that they said there's no threat of them jumping over the walls, he's lying. Video footage of them climbing, sitting on top of the walls, throwing parties, waving the flags, all of that stuff. Then there's no threat. They're not throwing rocks. They're not going to invade and rush our border. Video evidence of them rushing straight up to the border and then needed to be tear gassed. So all that time, they're telling us that what our eyes see is not real. But then they'll tell us what our eyes don't see is real. It's a clever trick. The projection, yes, accuse my enemy of that which I am guilty of. So Bernie gets out there and says, Trump wants to divide us up based off of the color of our skin. I have not once heard President Trump say, let's go back to segregation. All you black people, you get over there on that side. All you white people get on this side. I want the Latinos in the back. I want the Asians in that corner. I don't recall Trump ever saying that. I don't even recall one policy that Donald Trump has even spoke of that would address what Bernie just made. An accusation that nobody's going to say, hey, excuse me, old man Bernie, would you like to maybe elaborate on that a little more? Give us some examples. No, nobody's going to question him on it because he throws that out there to an audience that are delusional and believe that that's what the president is trying to do with no evidence. Not one policy, not one executive order, nothing. In fact, I would argue that Trump is trying to get us to stop focusing on Native American, Mexican, white, black, Asian, Latino. He wants us to focus on America, okay? Under one nation, under God, the flag, Pledge of Allegiance, all of these things. These are things that bind us together as Americans. America First policy, protecting the American borders. Not once did he say, you know what? I only want to protect our borders just for the white upper class Anglo-Saxons in America. I believe that black people, Asian people, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Africans, all different races of people live in America. So by him putting out sound policies that protect Americans, how is that dividing us? Oh, I guess we didn't see that. I guess we missed what Trump is really up to. Okay. So it's not that these people are legal immigrants, right? Just violating our laws. It has to be that he's trying to rid America of any people of color. He don't like Latinos coming in here. Okay. Even though there's millions here already legally that he ain't never said one thing about. Never said, we need to get rid of the ones that's currently here legally. The ones that were born here shouldn't have even been born here. Let's get them out of there. Yeah, we get them, black people, all these people that were born in America of different nationalities. Not once has President Trump attacked them. Not once did he say, let's get rid of them. Not once did he say, let's get all of the Muslims that are American citizens and get them out of the country. Nothing like that. Get this thing back in focus. And I'm back. So anyway, when you hear rhetoric like this coming out of old man Bernie's mouth, that's all it is. It's rhetoric, and it is nothing more than a false narrative that they have somehow convinced a lot of Americans that these things are really happening. But then when you ask them specifics, it's, well, Charlottesville, what else did the CNN tell me? The Gold Star parents, what other talking points? He attacked John McCain, and yeah, there was the disabled guy. I mean, look at that. He's dividing us up. Yeah. No real substance at all. All the things that they talk about, they all leave out of context. They don't want you to know the real context of these things. So they want to stress a narrative and people buy it. And people like Bernie get away with throwing statements out like that. Total projection. The Democrat Party is the king and queens of division. Yeah, we want blacks to stay with blacks, whites to stay with whites. We want all of y'all to focus on your little small tribe. And then we're going to come and pay you guys a visit and tell you how disenfranchised you are and how abused you are and how many of those conservatives hate you. They just want to destroy your lives. Yeah, don't get together and swap ideas. Don't think about that stuff. We don't want y'all talking too much chit-chatting together. Y'all might find out that we're lying to all of y'all. So let's keep you all divided so that now we can control you. Yeah. If you want our help, because we're looking out for you, you guys vote for us, and then we'll go over here and tiptoe over there and tell them, if you want our help, we'll vote for you, even if your help and that person's help or this group's help might even conflict. But we'll just tell both groups that we got you. It doesn't even matter. We support women's rights, even though they're getting beat by transgender men in all of these sports, but we support their rights. But yet we'll tiptoe over here to the transgender community, the gay and lesbian transgender community. And you know what? We support your rights too. Yeah. Even though they bump heads, but they don't care about those things. They just want to make sure that nobody gets together and chit chat. So they divide us through pushing stuff like what Bernie just did. Then we get to you-know-who. Well, you know what? We save her for last. Let's go to Kristen or Kirsten. Why can't you just name your child Christian? Was it Kirsten Killerman? She had the nerve to get on TV and say, Trump created such division, such darkness. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but when I turn on the TV or get on YouTube, all I see is angry, very mad Democrats, very mad liberals that are mad for nothing. I mean, any darkness is coming from their party. Everything's a problem. If everything's a problem, nothing's a problem. I hate to tell you that. I mean, we're all going to die every 6 days. If Trump gets elected, the whole economy is going to crash. Oh, we're going to get blown up by nuclear weapons. Oh, wait a minute. The Green Deal, the Earth's about to implode because he got us out of the agreement in Europe and all of these things every single day. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and launch martial law. Your rights are going to be rolled back. He's a racist, sexist, xenophobe. Oh, this is a new dark age for America. We've hit rock bottom. He's a Russian spy. He's a traitor to his country. Yeah, look at all these horrible things that's going on. And we got to take a stance and resist. We got to fight back. Then you flip on some YouTube channels and you see people getting hit with bike locks. Old people getting snatched out of their car by white men calling other white men white men. You see all of these things. You see them talking about white privilege here, racism here. I don't see that coming out of the Republicans. I don't see that coming out of conservatives. I see us living in harmony. We're not walking around mad at people because they're a different color, a different race. You know what unites a lot of conservatives? Is their ideas. That's right. Yeah, see, we're not mad. We're not mad for nothing. We feel like we're finally being heard. We got a champion in the White House fighting for conservative values. He's not being politically correct. He's holding on to the Constitution. He's making practical, logical decisions when it comes down to reasonable things that most practical thinking Americans would say that makes sense. Yes, I mean, it makes absolute sense to help out our border patrol by setting up walls or barriers that will allow them to focus their attention on the vulnerable spots that have no barriers. I mean, these things are just, I don't know, tactical, thoughts and ideas. That's all it is. I mean, but yet you turn on CNN and MSNBC. This is all racism and division. That's all it is. So who's creating all the darkness? I don't know. You tell me. Think about it. Now, let's get to Hillary. Then you have her. Yeah, old bag of bones. Yeah, she done dusted off her witch's broom, flew out, got the hat blowing in the wind. I'll get you, my pretties. Yeah, she's back the wicked witch of West, East, South, and North, is back in the news. You would think that she would go somewhere and have a seat. But then again, I'm not, you know what? Keep talking, Hillary. Keep talking, okay? Yeah, did a great job the first time around. Helped us out. But anyway, here's what she had to say about it. Now, once again, projection. Hillary Clinton says, our fundamental rights, civil virtues, freedom of the press, rule of law, truth, facts, and reason are under assault. We are living through a full-fledged crisis to our democracy. So people rushing the border, caravans coming over, people dying in the desert, women being raped, drugs coming across the border. All of these things are not a crisis, but these made up things. Once again, projection, overlook real crisis, make up fake ones. For example, name one fundamental right of Americans that have been rolled back since Trump got in office. I'll wait. Yeah. See, nobody during the audience said, excuse me, bag of bones. Excuse me. Could you give us some examples of what you're talking about? Because my rights, I don't know about you. Did your rights change? My rights didn't change. I still get up every day and I got the freedoms that, the Constitution says we have. I don't know. Maybe she's seeing something I don't know. Excuse me. Could you give us a little more details? No. We don't want those. So our rights, our civil virtues, like what? You mean all of the attacks from the people on the left? Attacking people, snatching hats off, accusing people with no facts, nothing, want to go ahead and try them in the court of public opinion? You mean all of those attacks, those civil virtues that we hang on to, like, being found innocent until proven guilty? I mean, those things? Or you mean the ones that you should be able to just walk around with whatever you have on your shirt? For example, extreme tees. Check it out. The link's in the bottom. If you click on the link and purchase something, put my name in, Kevin, and you'll get a 20% discount. Ding! Now back to the show. Anyway, so you mean like the civil rights to walk around wearing a MAGA hat and nobody bothers you? Nobody decides, I can't serve you in my restaurant because you got that MAGA hat on. Yeah, get out of here. You mean those civil virtues? I mean, I'm just curious which ones you're talking about. Yeah. Or how about this? Then she goes on to say, freedom of the press. I'm not sure exactly what she's talking about. Last I checked, turn on the TV, Trump's a racist, Trump's a sexist, Trump's a misogynist, Trump's going to ruin the whole country. Trump, he sucks. I hate Trump. Oh, he's the worst thing ever happened. Or if I see him, I'm going to punch him in the face. All of that stuff goes on every single day coming out of our press. The cesspool that y'all call the liberal media comes out of them every day. Only press I see trying to be attacked are conservative YouTubers, alternative people like Alex Jones. Are you talking about that? Because last I checked, CNN is just chirping all day. MSNBC, chirp. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what she's talking about. You tell me. And then, of course, she goes on to say, the rule of law. Now, that's very rich coming from her. I mean, I don't understand exactly what she's talking about. Pay to play, Uranium One, server, then going ahead and destroying, deleting 30,000 emails. I don't think they ever turned the server over. I don't know. Oh, subpoena. Yeah, forget that. Tell you what, we'll give it to you after we shatter it and break it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to break up these cell phones. Then we'll hang you to pieces, shake it out of a bag. There you go. Good luck. Have at it. I guess those are things that are not a part of the rule of law. Last I checked, when you get subpoenaed, you're supposed to actually give over the stuff before you tear it up and destroy it or delete it. I mean, I don't know. And all of these things, and she skates by and have the nerve to even talk about the rule of law, please. And then finally, she says that, truth and facts and reason are under assault. Now, that's rich again, because to the left, truth means you guys have to agree with everything that we say and all of our stupid little progressive ideas and things of that nature, and our narratives too. Yeah. See, we want to convince y'all that Donald Trump waited until he was 72 years old to become a Russian agent and manifest all of this deep-seated racism after he interacted and hung out with me and Bill for all these years, and we never even sniffed it out. He was great with his, being able to disguise it. Yeah, we're golfing, hanging out. He's at our weddings and stuff. Never once said, hey, look at the boy over there. Oh, yeah, look at the moolies in the back. Yeah, they're busting the dishes. All of that stuff, it went right over your head. Yeah, all of that truth that now all of a sudden, I guess, has just come out. That Trump has done all these things, even though every time they throw something out, we'll find out that what they're saying in the media was a lie. But, hey, it's according to your truth. I guess the liberal media's truth. They're personalizing all of the lies. Well, you know what? That's their truth. And they're entitled to their truth. And you have to believe their truth, not your own eyes, not data, not facts, not reasoning, not evidence, none of that. Their truth. Yeah. So truth and facts and reason. Now, you know what? I can't even believe she said reason. Nothing about Democrat policies, ideas, behaviors have any reason to it. They're just running around, just straight pulling stuff out of the air. Every day it's a circus. I mean, what are we going to do today? Let's go after Trump's everything. How about that? We don't even have a focal point. We don't have anything structured saying we're going after this because we have evidence that this is actually a problem. It's, you know what? We're just going to go after Trump. How about that? Why don't they just be honest and confess that? We're not going to sit back, come up with policies, ideas. We're not focused on those things that are actually going to matter and help the American people. We're going to focus on other stuff. No reason. How about this? You know what? I think by cutting the grass down at the border, that'll help out for illegal immigrants. Maybe coming up with some more technology like drones. Yeah, we'll come up with drones. Maybe the drones will help. And by the time that the drones record these people jumping over the border and the Border Patrol is 50 miles away, they'll be gone. But we just think those are the things that will help out when it comes down to illegal immigration. Yeah, those are the things. And then, of course, she tops it off with the cherry on top by saying that, make no mistake, we are living in a full-blown crisis to our democracy. Is it really? I mean, I don't know about you. I've been sitting in the car now doing this video for about 17 minutes. I don't see no riots in the back. I don't see anybody saying, hey, how'd that black guy get a car? You know what? Hey, dude, get out of that car right now. You know you're not supposed to drive. I don't see women walking around, getting snatched and drugged back into the kitchen. I don't see any of that. I don't see people walking around at the job going, hey, Toots, now that Donald Trump's in the office, I could talk to you like this. These broads over here at the water cooler, I don't see that happening. I don't see gay and lesbian. Well, you know what? Jesse Smollett, he don't count because, see, he made that up, so we can't throw him in. But I don't see, gay and lesbian people getting attacked and beat up every day. I mean, you would hear that on the news, I guarantee you. Yeah, just like they tried to make it, a crisis with Jesse. I don't see a no attack on our democracy at all. What is she talking about? Making stuff up. Projection. The attack on the democracy was from her. Yeah, colluding with the Russians. You know what I'm going to do? Pay this guy to go and get information from Russians, okay? And then I'm going to circumvent the whole process by funneling this information to the FBI, who is going to help me, get rid of Trump by blaming him of being a Russian agent. And then at the end of the day, hopefully, we can impeach this guy based on McCarthyism, based on accusing this man of being a Russian agent and colluding with the Russians. Yeah. And then subverting a duly elected president. Just the whole process of our democracy that she's talking about was circumvented by her and her posse. Projection, reprojection, put your crookedness to work. Reprojection. Yeah, that's what it is. It's straight projection. Now, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. I'm sorry I had to go a little long on that. Ding. Don't forget, check out Extreme Tees. Links in the bottom. Don't forget, also, check me out every Wednesday night, 7:30, live on YouTube and on my radio blog talk show. If you want to support Kevin and Kevin's Corner, there's a link in the bottom. Do that as well. I'd appreciate it. And don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. All right. God bless you. See you next time in Kevin's Corner.